I bought more books. I have a book haul to share. Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So, I acquired a few books in the month of May, enough that I think it's worth doing a book haul video. So, at the beginning of May, we had the opportunity to go visit family, and on the way there, we were able to stop in Toronto at Agape Christian Marketplace, which is the store that my brother owns. He wasn't there the day we were there because, the way schedules work, that happened. But I did pick up some new books at his store. Then we spent a few days in Michigan when we were on holidays, and I went to a Christian bookstore there, and I went to a couple Second and Charles locations, which is a used bookstore. So I've acquired a few books. So let's start with the new books that I got at my brother's store. I will link Agape in the description below. And I picked up The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. This was the read-along in May with Krista from Books and Jams, and I didn't have a copy, so I needed a copy. And I decided to get the illustrated version because it was only a couple dollars more than the basic version, and I'm so glad I did. I really enjoyed it, just the various pictures, and it just kind of brought the story a little bit more to life for me. So I picked up Hinds' Feet on High Places by Hannah Hurnard. I should figure out how to say that. And this is the next read-along with Krista for, I want to say August. I need to look into that. But I decided to get the illustrated version of this one as well. That way, these two will match on my shelf. So I will be reading this one with her. And then the last book I picked up is also for the read-along with Krista. This is Adorning the Dark by Andrew Peterson. Yes. And I don't know anything about this author, this person at all, but I really want to participate in the read-alongs, so hence the reason I picked up all three books. Okay, then I put them backwards. Oh well. Okay, so we'll start with the ones that I got from Second and Charles. The Story People by Heather Kauffman. And I'd heard Carmen Jane talk about this on her channel and really rave about it. I will link her in the description below. And when I read the description, it was like, well, that sounds really interesting. So it says, when Ben Palmero inherits his uncle's bookstore, he has a secure career and a built-in home, but he doesn't have contentment. As Ben looks ahead to the next chapter of his life, some well-meaning customers scheme to keep him in town by finding him a proper wife on their terms. The moment author and his illustrator, Rose Mary Berg, walks into his store, Ben is captivated, and she is overwhelmed by his disarming charm and eerie familiarity. Wow, that was hard. But can she trust him? Or should she turn instead to an old friend who is finally ready to claim her heart? The Story People is a celebration of stories and the bond they form when shared and loved. It's about having the courage to live your own story as well as give your life over to God, the author and perfecter of our faith. It just sounds so good. And this was $3.25. Okay, then at one of the locations, I found The Red Door Inn by Liz Johnson, which is book one of the Prince Edward Island Dreams series. I have read this series and I really enjoy Liz Johnson's writing, but I don't own the books. So I saw this and I was like, it was only $4.50, so I was like, okay, I'll get it. Then at the Second and Charles location, I found books 2 and 3. So it is Where Two Hearts Meet and On Love's Gentle Shore. So now I have the whole series. That worked out perfect. So this would be a reread for me, but I mean, I couldn't pass them up. Prince Edward Island is just beautiful, and the way these are contemporary romance, and we're following the owner of the inn and then people that kind of come to the inn, and I just really enjoyed them. Then I found At Bertram's Hotel by Agatha Christie. And so this is an Agatha Christie, obviously. This is a Miss Marple mystery, who is my favorite of kind of her main detectives. And this edition matches the other Agatha Christie's that I have on my shelf. So I was like, this is perfect. And it was not $12. It was only $4.50. So I need to take that sticker off, but yeah. Okay, then I found Anne of Green Gables by L.M. Montgomery, this edition. There were so many editions, but this is the one that just kind of spoke to me. And I really liked it. It was only $5, and it has a couple, like at the beginning of every chapter, it has like a little illustration. Kind of weird illustration, honestly, but it's just beautiful. And I got it because it was great. So I mean, even if I don't keep the dust jacket on it, which I probably will, it will match one of my other ones on my shelf. But I do like this cover. And it's just a little beat up, but not bad at all. And now I finally own book 1. I have read this series, but I do not own the whole series. There's a bunch that I'm missing. And speaking of the ones that I'm missing, I picked up Anne's House of Dreams. And wow, this feels so light compared to holding this one. This was $1.50. It does not match, obviously. Doesn't match this one. Doesn't match a couple of the other ones I own. But right now, it's just about completing the set. And so that I can actually read them in order, because that's how I have to read them. And so yeah, so I got that one. And then at the Christian bookstore, I picked up Joy of Falling by Lindsay Harrel. This is a reread for me. I have read this before. I really enjoyed it, but I'm like, for $5, $4.97. Yeah, I can't pass it up. I would love to reread it. I do like rereading. It is another contemporary romance, and it says, it's been 15 months since Eva and Angela lost their thrill-seeking husbands in a scuba diving accident. Both women are trying to navigate their way through the... Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't a contemporary romance. It's a women's fiction. Both women are trying to navigate their way through the grief, but neither one is making much progress. Angela is barely making ends meet and is angry at her husband for leaving her to raise 3 children on her own. Meanwhile, Eva is stuck, unable to move forward after losing the love of her life and her source of inspiration. But then Eva gets a life-changing phone call. Before Brent and Wes died, they had signed up for a race of a lifetime, an ultra-marathon in beautiful New Zealand. Eva begs Angela to run the race with her in their husbands' places. And Angela agrees, hoping to finally understand her husband's choices. So we are following them, getting ready for the race, and then going to New Zealand and being in the race. And I have had the opportunity to visit New Zealand because I have an uncle that lives there. And I must have been 9, 10 years old when we went. But I just remember it vividly. The country is beautiful. So, yeah. Okay. Then the last book I picked up at the Christian bookstore was Possibly Penelope by Pepper Basham. This was also on sale, and I knew I wanted to read this. And it made it to my June TBR as, what prompt was it? For the newest book I bought, or I don't remember what the prompt was, but it was on my June TBR. And as of filming this, I have already read it. And I did a reading vlog on it, and that's already posted, so I will link that below as well. And I will tell you, I loved this book. I am so excited that I bought it and own a copy of it. Okay, and then the last book, I throw stuff on the floor. I won from a giveaway with, what's her channel name? Treats with Tay? Tales and Treats with Tay? Wow. I'm totally blanking on it. She did a reading sprint for the Southern Charm Readathon, and during that I won the giveaway that she was doing. And so she sent me Dawn's Light by Terri Blackstock. This is book number 4 of the Redemption series. And I own books 1, 2, and 3. So this is completing a series for me. And I have started this series this month. So it's perfect that now I own the whole set. So yes, thank you, Tay, for choosing this one for me. Okay, so those are all the books that I brought in the month of May. I don't even know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. That's an odd number. I don't like that. Not because it's the number 13. I just don't like odd numbers. Oh well. Okay, so that is all the books that I acquired in the month of May. Can I even hold them? Yes, I can. I just got home from work today and this was sitting at the front door and I did not order anything, wasn't expecting anything, and it feels like a book, so I'm going to film the opening and figure out, and if it is a book, I'm going to insert this clip into the next video that's going to go up. So, let's open. Maybe? Oh, there we go. Thank you. Oh, sweet. So the note says, I really enjoy your channel. Thanks for all the great book recommendations and fun. Happy reading, from Vivian. Thank you so much, Vivian. Now I can complete the series. I just finished reading book 2 earlier this month and I do have my blog up about it. Oh my gosh. Well, now I just want to stop the books I'm reading and read this one, but I gotta go with my TBR. I only have 3 books left on my TBR, and I'm about halfway through one of them, and the other 2, I will get there. But this will be very, very soon. Thank you so much. If you have read any of these books that I have not yet read, please tell me kind of which one should be moved up onto my list next. I would love to chat in the comments below. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video today, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.